Oh, hopefully the sound doesn't sound too bad. Having some sound issues. Sorry, everybody out there, Chiefs Kingdom YouTube. It is your boy, Big Chief Sean, man. I knew I took a little bit long to the stream. Um, I don't know what's messing with my sound right now. Uh, Trying to get that worked out. But thank y'all so far for dealing with me. I appreciate everybody who's going to be here in the chat tonight. We're going to talk about the Bills, talk about the Chiefs. Probably the biggest game of the year, more than likely. I like this so far. Thank everybody. And not only just talk about the Chiefs and the Bills game, but just everything that's been going on with me as a whole. Last week, I pretty much explained that I was going through some family issues, and I still am. And I'm really trying to work out all this scheduling. Um, Hold on, give me a second here. Trying to fix this audio issue because I know it's annoying. I'm hearing some back like I'm in the hallway. That is not what I wanted. But anyway, we always are going to keep this rolling. And if you like this kind of video content, why don't y'all hook your boy up and get some subs, put some likes on my videos, man. I'm trying to get that road to 1,000. Still early in the season. We have over 12 weeks left, but it would be nice to hit that now. We are 718 right now. And once we get 750, a random subscriber will get a jersey. It's still a thing. It won't stop. It can't stop, y'all. But more importantly, anything else, I do apologize for the sound. It's really annoying, but I'm really trying to fix it right now. But I'm like the heck with it. I'm like 2 hours later than usual of me trying to do these streams. Usually I'll be trying to get these like going around 7:30. But unfortunately for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. So thank you, Jay. I really appreciate it. I hope I'm trying to make it work out, man. Hope the sound doesn't sound too messed up. You know what I mean? So, um, but just to just let everybody know, just it's everything's been going on. I've been really trying to get this video schedule and stuff working together to where I can take care of my responsibilities and get back to what I love, my passion, talking to all of you about the greatest team in football, the Kansas City Chiefs. You already know. And we take on the Bills tomorrow. It's probably going to be the biggest game of the year. Is it going to be a 13 seconds? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. But, it could be. I mean, now that they have, additional pieces like Von Miller and stuff like that, you just am I worried? Hell yeah. Plus, especially he's here. They beat us here before. You don't want to deal with a team like that. But unfortunately, the good news is after we deal with a team like that, we got a pretty easy schedule from there. But I mean, besides that, this is going to be one hell of a game. I don't even know. It's a 3:30 game, right? I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure it's a 3:30 game. It's going to be intense as hell. I can tell you honestly, man. I mean, Josh Allen, he's on a wrecking. He's on a roll as of right now, but Mahomes ain't you can't shake the stick at Mahomes either. I mean, our team isn't quite there yet, but I feel like we're better than the Bills. I feel like we're still the best team in the league. Just because I don't think we're there yet doesn't mean we're not the best team in the league. We still are. It's just there are some kinks we need to work out, especially with the whole zoning and all that kind of stuff. That still needs to stop. But besides that, everything seems to be fine. And as always, thank you for everybody that's joining in the chat. It's the late Saturday Night Chatting with Chief, man. Remember, this is the venue where you can be yourself. Say what you want to say, have your own opinion about everything. Because I know it gets very hectic, especially when you're on Chiefs chats and forums or where you can't really be honest and say what you want to feel. Here, every opinion is wanted. Every opinion is warranted. If you have something to say, just say it, man. It's on your heart. You don't have to feel yourself here. It's your Uncle Sean. I'm going to be here to help. I'm here to talk. I'm here to talk the real. And the real is I'm scared shitless of the Bills. Not shitless. That would be a lie. I'm not. It's not. Yeah, it is fear because fear is something, and you got to. They're a good team, man. they've been ripping and running. We've had our little fair share of good wins too, but Josh Allen wants the bag because that boy is tired of being Mahomes' bitch. But it is what it is, y'all, and that's the way it works. I feel like the Buffalo has a little bit more to prove than we do, and Von Miller's already been and Von Miller, he's always been a thorn in our ass since 2008. And yet here he is still being the biggest problem in the room. He won't stop. He can't stop. I mean, he's a great player, and that's a good addition to the team. But luckily for us, we have our kicker back, thank goodness. After a month of just the most embarrassing field goal kicking we have ever seen in Chiefs history, next to Todd Blackledge his fucking self. We get him back, and hopefully we get him back at whatever percentage. I mean, I don't even care. 59% of butt kicker is better than 100% of the last kickers we've had for this entire stint he's been gone. And I've been really, really pissed. Gooch in the house. I've been really, really pissed of this crappy field goal kicking. One of the back talk bros in the house. It's about to get hype. I got one. They're like Voltron. Once they get all together and connect, they turn into a powerful, powerful being. So I can't wait for that. But this game tomorrow is going to be hectic for a lot of reasons for me. Number one, it's the Bills. We hate the Bills. We don't hate the Bills. I don't think nobody out there in the chat hates the Bill fans. Bill Mafia, they're not that bad. It's just this is probably going to be our hardest game of the year until playoffs. Because after this, I wouldn't say it's an easy breeze, but I ain't going to say the rest of the schedule is like whatever. But right now, let's focus on the Bills and focus on how nerve-wracking this game is going to be for everybody, because everybody's going to be scared shitless. I mean, let's just be honest about that. They're a damn good team. But we need to get our head out of our asses. Last week's win, it was a win. It was a good win, but we could have did better. Obviously, with the bullshit besides pass interference and all that kind of stuff, or pass interference, roughing the passer. Well, that too, actually. There was a lot of bad, very bad referee calling. That's what makes me worry about this game, because it seems like those same referees that don't know how to ref somehow end up in our games. So that doesn't help matters at all. Like, I don't care if it is at Arrowhead, we still get screwed. Y'all know this as well as me. And it has to piss you off as much as anybody else, because right now we're at the point that if we can just beat the Bills, we would have a monumental advantage going forward. Not that every game's a cake game. That would be stupid to say, but beating the Bills would put such an ease on the team that I don't even know what the implications to this, man. I really want us to win this more than not any game of the year, but if it ain't those damn Bills, like, god damn, they don't know when to quit, no matter how many times they lose. Like, all it does is irks the flying fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I mean, we're trying to win this and we're trying to get a better season cracking, but our offensive scheme last week was not at our best. And and the Raiders, we always have problems with the Raiders and the Chargers. They're a part of our division. We deal with those kind of games all the time, but the way we kind of executed last week was a no-no. It was a no-no. A no-no. Let me put that in emphasis so most of y'all here understand. Okay? That was a no-no. You don't do that kind of not playing like that against the. I mean, we came out with the dub regardless, but it didn't feel like the win we should have had. We got screwed all over too. There were so many factors aligning into it could have been our loss, but fortunately for us, it wasn't. This week, I'm just not so sure. Why is it as a Chiefs fan? Could y'all tell me that for real? Why is it as a Chiefs fan, it always feels like referees just fucking hate us. Just hate us for no reason. Like, it's like a hobby for them. How can we screw the Chiefs off this week? Because last week, I know y'all could feel the energy as much as y'all. If anybody here on the chat was actually there at the game, Y'all have to let me know the intensity inside that building after that call was just like that dude. By the time he called his last play of the game, everybody noticed that crackle in his voice, like somebody just sent him a very, very mean email, or somebody found his email just like, dude, you call another bad call on the Chiefs, man, you might not make it home. Like, and now with the Bills coming up and everybody loving the Bills, regardless if they haven't earned it or not, they got a few wins this season. They've earned it. But now all of a sudden they're the chosen one. They're the greatest team alive. I don't understand what's going on, Trish. Let's go, Chiefs. I think Vegas messed up, making us underdogs at home. Hopefully so. I totally agree with you. We need this edge, man. We need anything we can take. I'm dead serious right now. I really want to just be like, we got you to think we have the dub that easy against a team like this would be very fucking stupid. We all know that, right? Like it's not a joke. They're gonna come in here and try their best. They're gonna give us everything we got. Because you better believe Josh Allen's been having nightmares with the number 13 since last year. Everybody knows that's not a lie. That's just what it is. And they're gonna run. They're gonna do everything. They're gonna make sure everything was executed because they just destroyed their last team. Who did they play last week? I don't even remember. I mean, I don't really watch Bills games, but the ones that this game does matter because I want to know who they played last. I don't know, so I would like to know if anybody in the chat knows who they played last. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a big team like us or anything like that, but still putting up over 40 points is a thing. And it seems like they're doing it with more efficiency than what we're doing it with. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many points you put up. You're just putting up more points. And with the Bills, they have a nice front. I don't know about their corners or safeties. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I do. They played the Steelers. Good to see you too, Trish. It's always good to see you, baby girl. Oh, so they played the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers aren't like bad this year. So what they did was very good accomplishment. It was a very, very good accomplishment. I would say so. I mean, beating any team in the NFL is accomplishment by proxy. I mean, any given Sunday is always going to be a mantra in this sport. So, I mean, we lost to the Colts. So who, you know what I mean? I'm just using that for reference, not to say that we're not going to win because we lost to the Colts. It's just a reference, man. Good teams lose to really crappy teams all the time. I mean, if it wasn't for good teams losing to crappy teams, we probably wouldn't have got the playoff spot we did in the Super Bowl run. So, but with the Bills, man, I have no idea where we should go with this. Like, I want to run, but they boosted themselves defensively. Offensively, I don't think they're great. That's just me. Honestly, they're average at best at offense. Yeah, they got Diggs and all that other shit, but I don't think that's enough. I really don't. I really don't think that's enough to beat us. Not offensively. Defensively, otherwise, they are one of the best teams in the league. And it doesn't really matter that, they did all that, like 40-something points against the Steelers teams that, not to say that, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice to the Steelers and maybe some Steelers fans that might be up here, but you do suck. I'm just keeping it real. It's just, let's just keep it honest. They ain't the greatest team out here. I don't think they got a playoff run ready to get started. But the Bills are still legit regardless. And the problem is the way we executed last week, regardless of plays, ref interference, because a lot of that game was ref interference. It was very terrible ref calling. I will admit to that. We all know that. I mean, that referee, he had to have had nightmares of Chiefs fans yelling in his face. That is some scary shit. Like to see the anger and the hate. That little guy was like terrible. Did you see the veins coming out of his neck? Like that was scary. I've seen Arrowhead that angry a couple times, especially the time when DJ hit him. DJ back in the day hit Mariota for a perfect second. They called it roughing the passer. Maybe that time when we lost that game in 2012 against the Colts. There was a few other times, but that was a big rage moment out there, y'all. I mean, y'all saw it because it was a terrible ass call, and that's what the hell they get. But anyway, this Bills game, Josh Allen, like I said earlier, Josh Allen is tired of being Patrick Mahomes' little bitch. I mean, he's beaten them more times than not. Josh Allen just is tired of everybody giving him the props in the world except for when it counts, like beating Mahomes. And I know that him and that coach of his are probably formulating plays right now to how to beat us. And with all these so-called good teams that we've already run through and only lost to the Colts, I mean, that is a good sign. But a bad sign is that they ain't Bills level yet. Maybe I guess you can have it for the Chargers. Harbaugh, young, excuse me. Offense, we need to establish a solution up there. Yeah, we do. Yeah, because our defensive line is not getting the pressure that we need. I mean, they're good. They're not bad. If I had to give them an honest grade, they're C. They hold up the run, but they don't attack the quarterback as much as they should. And when they do, we get bad calls. So I'm just saying the reference that, you're right, Trish, 100%. We need to hopefully those rookies hold in the back, and we can probably get some, defensive front attacking or something. I don't know, man. That is Gabe back in the game, or is he gone for another week? Because I know for sure that Buck Hicker's back, but I don't know about Gabe. Does anybody know about that in the chat? If anybody knows, let me know if old boy's back in the game, because we definitely could use him this week. Especially, I know the run attack is not one of their main hits, but it's something that I do rely on. And then, like you said, Trish, with the secondary, we got to hold down Diggs, man. He's a fucking monster. And when we don't hold him down, man, this game's going to be up for aught, because right now they've shown the stats, man. We are one of the worst pass defenses out there, because every quarterback that done played us has at least got over 350 yards passing, and we just need to stop it. Like this, Mahomes president next week against the Niners. Damn it. So he doesn't come back this week. Thanks, Trish. Oh, fuck. I mean, it's not totally bad, but that's not good either. I would really wish he would have been here. I mean, him being here is very important to the development of this team. And it's over a vacuum cleaner, man. Like, look, I'm not one that supports any kind of domestic violence of any kind, y'all. So let that be known right now. But for somebody to destroy his own appliance and to walk away and to get suspended for that, knowing that whatchamacallit from the Raiders actually assaulted somebody and only got suspended for a game is kind of weird. That's really weird. Like, he didn't hit her, he didn't touch her. I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but I'm going by what the papers say. And they say he didn't attack her. They argued. He got mad. He threw his vacuum cleaner and just walked away. I mean, I would rather of course, baby. I'd rather for you to destroy your own stuff than hurt anyone. Like, I will never condone anybody ever putting hands on anyone else. I'm a pretty big dude, and I can go around doing that, but I would never do that. That's just not the way you should be able to conduct your life as a functioning adult. But I believe anybody's in their own right to destroy their own stuff. If they paid for it and they paid for it legally and they own it, you should be able to destroy what you want to, regardless of what the circumstance is. And he didn't throw it at her, from what I was told. So I don't know the big point of, well, whatever. We get him back for the Niners. I just really wish we'd have had him for this game, because this is a very, very important game. And to not have one of our best players there, it's It's not pleasing to say the most, man. Like it really sucks that we won't have him. But like I said, we got Buckicker back, so that's the greatest. Because as I said, even earlier than that, we've seen the worst field goal kicking in Chiefs history. We had to have. I mean, if anybody's seen anything worse besides the game we won't talk about, the playoff game where one guy missed 3 field goals in a row. But I mean, besides that, I mean, this what was his name? Archuleta and the other guy, whoever the hell that asshole was. Some of the worst kicking. How do you kick 59 yards forward, but you can't kick 34 yards sideways? That's just very, very mind blowing. As a kicker, that's like a quarterback who could throw short routes, but somehow throwing it long bomb, he just goes straight off the whole other direction. Like, why do you even have a job? Like, I know it's not easy to be a kicker in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. Anything in athletic sport takes skill, regardless of how small and mundane the job. Even if you just a center hiking the ball, or you the snapper holding it for the punter, it still takes some kind of athletic, whatever prowess, if you want to call it, to do that with the profession to not be a total fuck up. But these kickers, I don't even know why we just didn't go with Justin and just to have him kick. If the dudes we had that were that bad, they weren't going to even make it anyway. Why not just bring Justin out there? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you defense, but you kick pretty good, man. You can at least kick 40 yards. Like, yeah. And that will really be, and it's valuable that he's back because it's the Bills. Every point's going to count. And maybe that's why we didn't just destroy the Raiders last week, missing all those, what was that, 9, 12 points we left on the field? That's a lot of points. That's a lot of, what I'm saying? That's a lot of points we left on the field, man. So, for him to be back, that's monumental. But to get back to the main threat of the Bills, which is their defense, I don't know what we're going to do to execute, man. I mean, the Raiders gave us problems. The Chargers gave us problems. Hell, the Colts gave us problems. Our offensive production it's still good, but it needs a lot of work, man, especially for a team like the Bills. They're not going to let us do magical tricks all the time. They're going to let us because Mahomes is Mahomes. His magic is legit. It's Haggard legit. Rest in peace, Haggard, y'all. Put that in the chat. Haggard passed away. No, but seriously, um, Mahomes always does his thing. He always finds a way to score. He has the greatest will to win I've ever seen in a football player, but there's a lot stacked against you. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm a couple hours late starting the chat. I was supposed to start 2 hours ago, but my wife was in the hospital and I had to stay with her for a couple hours more. So, she's been in there for a couple of weeks now. So, but whatever. Let's get back to the football. Let's get back to the game, or at least talking about the game. Matter of fact, talking about the game and me being exhausted, what's even worse is that I'm doing this chat tonight and I still got to go to sleep, wake up in the morning and then film the Bills tailgate, And for everybody wondering in the chat, where's the part 2 of the Raiders tailgate? It will be coming up soon. Like I said, with the responsibilities of work, taking care of a mother, taking care of a wife in the hospital, and doing these videos, it's a lot of work. And I just thank everybody in the chat who does watch my videos. Thank you for your patience, man. It's hard out here, It's hard out here to maintain what you love, especially when it takes so much sacrifice and time to do it. And you have to sacrifice less and less time on it. It just makes me feel very bad and feel very inconsistent. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that I don't drop my videos clean like what Ryan does, or like what Josh Fan does. Those kind of dudes. I want to be dropping videos like consistently like them, but I have responsibilities and they have to come first. And when my responsibilities are finally done, I can finally get back to doing what I was doing just a little while ago and consistently just coming out with videos. But thankful that I've made it this far to where I'll be able to chat and be able to talk to you guys every Saturday night, a little calm before the storm kind of stuff, because there is one hell of a storm coming and it looks like a buffalo, Oh, thank you, Trish. You have a good night too, baby girl. You get some rest. I know this stream is a little bit later than what I expected, or I will later than I wanted, but it is what it is. And like I said, I thank everybody for coming, everybody being a part of the chat. Thank you so much. It's your boy Big Chief Sean, giving everybody in the chat love right now. And drop a like, drop a subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year, y'all, or however high, but I at least want to make it up to 1,000 by the end of the year. And the contest is still going. The giveaway is still going. 750 random sub gets the jersey. Random uh subscriber at 1,000 will get a ticket to a home game. So that means there's a lot going on, y'all. So we need to get this going. Get this going. Let's talk. Let's get back to business talking about these bills, because these bills make me ills. What? That was dope. I don't care. Y'all thought that was clean. That was some bars right there. I don't care. Y'all knew that shit was clean. Come on. But let's get back to it. I mean, Allen versus Mahomes. Let's talk about it. I mean, I don't know how you versus people that would never meet each other on the field at the same time, but it is what it is. And then when you watch all the medium, which I told y'all not to watch that a few videos back, don't watch that stuff because they don't like us. Of course, everybody thinks the Bills are going to win because they're the greatest team out here. Forget what Mahomes has done for the last 5 seasons. Cannon fodder bull. Nothing better than Josh Allen, a man who hasn't even done anything yet. I love when you get props for somebody who almost makes totally sense to me. You know what I mean? Makes total goat sense. You know. Why worry about stuff like that? It sounds so great. So great. I'll tell y'all, chat, man. This game right here, it's a big one. Like, people still talking about 13 seconds. And we all know why 13 seconds worked. Because of that dude. And that goes in why I got all of y'all here. We're talking about the game. And we're talking about, wide receiver quarterback comparisons like with, Allen and Diggs, whatever. Somebody got to let me know, why is it that Mecole Hardman and Patrick Mahomes aren't RC? Why isn't Mecole his number one? And he's been around since day one. I mean, his rookie year, he won the Super Bowl with Mahomes. Is it because of the fact that, he's that good, he don't need to do it? It's just odd to me how him and Mecole Hardman aren't like a duo or in tandem. Like, it's weird. They've been together. That's what I'm saying, Gooch. Like, it's weird to me that these dudes been together for this long and he is not his number one. Like, and I get it. Everybody likes Juju or Scanlon, whatever. And you have the right to like those dudes. They're not bad players. They're really cool wide receivers. It's just weird. Somebody like Mecole Hardman, who's been around, caught some of Mahomes' greatest throws that he's ever thrown, are not in sync. It's just, is it personal? It can't be not practicing together. Hell, they've been practicing together for the last 4 years. So Harmon still doesn't run his routes. You may be right on that, man. I need to pay attention to that more. You may be right on that, Gooch. He may just not just run his routes like he used to anymore. Because usually he thinks he's Tyreek so bad. Not on purpose. It's not like I'm thinking he's just going all the screw responsibility. I'll just do what I want to do. I think he does a little bit too much on his route running, which really hinders his game because then it slows him down and he's not Tyreek. Nobody's going to be Tyreek, everybody. It's just somebody that tried. Some people get mad because of what happened. I told you, I'm not mad about him leaving. I'm just mad at the fact that he left and didn't say he did it for the money. He had to come up with all these excuses of nobody wanting him and they didn't try hard enough and all this kind of stuff. Just say you were from Miami or you like being down there and I just like money. Would have no problem. But I just don't see why they aren't together. I just don't get it. Juju and him don't seem like they're getting it right. Scanlon gets his little bits, but he's not gonna succeed. I feel like he's not there. And everybody say, yeah, Kelsey, but we're talking about wide receiver quarterback tandems. Everybody knows the quarterback tight end thing is as close as peanut butter and jelly as you're gonna get, man. And I'm not questioning that. I'm just wondering, like, why isn't Hartman his number one? And like Goose may be right. He maybe not be running his routes, but you would think at this point that not only is he running routes perfectly, that their plays specifically should be touchdown plays. I know you're not as fast as Tyreek. As I said before, nobody's Tyreek, man. I don't care what nobody says. If you can make an entire defense shift a direction, regardless if it's a small increment of just a little adjust, you're that dope. If the defense go, I'm not going to move in. We got this play out. We're going to run it, regardless of who's back there. But if you see Tyreek actually move in motion, you will see almost every corner and safety go, where is he going? And that's fine. We don't need a Tyreek to win the Super Bowl. It would be nice to have one, but we don't have one. And Mecole Hardman is okay. Is he as fast as Tyreek? I would say no. Does he try hard as Tyreek? Well, look at him. He's still little and scrawny. And what I mean by that is when I told people that Tyreek finally was taking it seriously, is when you see look at him now. He is in shape. He's not just in football shape. He's healthy. There's a difference. 100% difference. And when you see that difference, he's trying to be Hill and ad-lib Mahomes and staying with the pay unless it's necessary. Facts, Goose. That's 100% facts, man. He's really trying to be Tyreek, and you're just not, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody ain't Tyreek. Everybody ain't Adams. You know, you don't have to be those dudes to be successful. You just have to do what you need to do to be successful, especially in the world of football. Every play ain't going to be a touchdown. So what are you going to do until you get there? And it's just really, really, really weird for me that him and Mecole ain't just on point where he could just throw to him blindly, blindfolded even. But no, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. And that is really, really, really crazy. Like, and with this game coming up tomorrow, you would think that those two would understand more than anybody on that team how important this game is, how big this game, the implications of this game. We lose it to them, this could bite us in the ass later on in the season. Like, if it totally will. You know, especially AFC opponents, we just can't lose to them. And losing to the Colts already hurt reputation, but they ain't doing nothing anyway, so it don't really matter. But losing to the Bills, I don't even care about the media not setting the hell up about it. Because if we do lose to them, you better believe everybody and their mama going to have something to say. Allen is this. Allen is that. Allen can walk on water. Allen can turn the fish and turn it into a party. Allen talks to burning bushes at 18 and turns 30. All this kind of other stuff. Beating them, they'll just say, oh, well, we expected that. Them beating us is going to be the greatest. Oh, drive around the block a couple of times like the Raiders did because that was so fucking smart. Bet you they didn't do it this year, huh? Shit. But one of these dudes on the wide receiver court has to step up. I'm getting tired of this. Juju gets a nice catch, then he fumbles. MVS gets a nice lane, drops it. Or they'll get the catch, but the catch ain't that big. It seems like the entire offense is just not off sync. I will say in some cases, especially offensive line, there are some out of sync issues, but I don't think they're that bad to where they're totally distracting to where you can't fix them within a couple days. You know, it's just you would think being a dope ass offense as us, we would have this down by now. But I mean, every good team goes through their struggles. I mean, I guess. I mean, that's the law of the land. If you want to be the man, you have to beat the man, and they ain't sure hell trying to beat us. Dude droves, trying crazier stuff, bad ref calling. Like, it's so much, just so fucking much. And it's just, it can be overwhelming sometimes as a Chiefs fan. I can tell you that 100%. You know that as well as I do. It can get very frustrating. Everything that keeps happening, it keeps fucking happening, and they want us to fail. Like I keep saying in my videos and in my RGR videos, they want us to fail. And when we succeed, they hate the way we succeed. But you may believe if it was the other team winning, it didn't matter how they won. They did it the right way. Us, we have to do it the right way, or people, it's too easy. He has all these receivers. Mahomes is too good. Blah, blah, blah. Be enemy. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff. All the crap. Dap, 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 dap. That's all they fuck. That's all they do. And it's starting to get old. That's why I want to beat Allen so bad. That's why. Like 100%. Oh my God. What are we gonna do, y'all? What are we gonna do, chat? How are we gonna get this done? Are we gonna go to the air? Are we gonna run it? And I try to tell y'all about McKinnon. McKinnon put it down last week. Hopefully he do it again. I'm not done with Hilaire, but play zone and knock me off my yeah, facts, Gooch. That's facts, brother. It just makes me nervous, man. Like, I feel like if we make a mistake, they won't let. It's not like the other teams where we can start pretty shitty or really slow and then come out with the win. We know that Buffalo is not going to hold back. They're going to give us everything they have, everything they got, because they've been waiting on this game is probably about as much as we were. We probably had it circled in our calendars just as well as they. And now that it's finally going to happen, we can finally get it out of the way. I still believe we're going to come out with this dub. Not as clean as eggs, you know what I'm saying? Not a 0-0 game, but this game is probably going to be decided by 7 points or less for sure. And I just hope that our offensive lineman, what is his name? The one I hate. Besides Orlando Brown. I caught some of y'all that was about to say Orlando Brown, which that is a correct answer. But Wiley, you suck. I don't even want to, like, watching last week just made you worry. And then seeing the defense like what we were taking on, it's a whole nother ball game. And it gets you nervous. Like, I hate the fact that this team is actually pretty decently good. I wish they were just social media good to where they've done some cool stuff. Watch out for them, though. They've been dominating games about as much as we have. And their quarterback is not as good as ours, but he's probably number 2 on the list of best quarterbacks of this season. That is a fact. We all know this. That is a 100% fucking fact. He's probably one of the best. Allen is and you can't shake a stick at Allen either, because Allen ain't no punk either. He got them skills. We've seen it. So we just got to hope their offense plays crappy. The one thing about Allen is he's kind of stubborn. He don't pay attention to all. That's why he's been picked off almost every game this year. So I don't know. I just hope our defense can be able to step up, as Trish said earlier, having our secondary come in and hopefully cause some disruption, because last week we didn't do shit. We didn't do nothing. That quarterback was sitting back there chilling, went back there, had a crochet, made some origami, thought about life, sipped some green tea, and then threw a touchdown because we couldn't get to him. And that's no play towards Chris Jones, because shout out to you, brother. You played your ass off. All of them do. We just need more defensive strength up front. I don't think we can sacrifice that, because with Gates still being gone, one mistake, I feel like this game will be down to the maybe even be smallest mistake. We get an interception, they get an interception. Something that big happens, I think it turns the tide. I mean, seriously, Allen Mahomes are going to try to have effortless, mistake-free football. And more than not, I think that Allen makes more mistakes than Mahomes. Clearly, the stats say so. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling about this Bills game? Because I want it to be clean, easy, and simple, and it won't be any of those fucking things. I want Allen to have his worst game ever, but we know none of that's going to happen. You know? Or they're going to keep running with Hilaire? Are we finally going to wise up and start running with McKinnon? Who knows, man? Who knows? Flip of the coin. It just amps me up because I know winning this game will shut everyone up. Everyone. Because it's so annoying that they're willing to praise a team that hasn't done shit yet. And every week, Mahomes has to keep proving himself. Every week, Reed has to keep proving himself. Why he's the best quarterback. Why he's the best coach. Why this? Why ask why when how? It's so much fun. Shoot. It's so annoying. It gets very annoying. I need that hat. Where can I get it? It should be at the cheap store. I mean, they don't have this version of the hat anymore, I don't think. Because I got this hat at training camp, I think 2017. And it was, obviously training camp. So that's where I got it. I don't know if they have one of this exact all red like it is, because if you can see it, it's all red. But they do have them with the black on the bottom, and they have the little stripe and the little little strap to keep it on, all kind of stuff like that. Thank you. This hat is a trademark for me. So I appreciate the compliment, man. I really do, Scott. Thank you so much. And where you can get it, I would just try the Pro Shop. Maybe Sports Fanatics, Fan Fanatic. I forget what it's called. Excuse me, Scott. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here trying to think of the place and I can't. But I do appreciate the compliment, man. I love this hat. This is my namesake. It's right there in my logo. You know what I mean? It's a part of me, and it's a really dope fashion statement that I've always, regardless of the weather, have always taken with me. I've been out there sub-zero temperature games with this thing on, so I appreciate it. I'm bringing bucket hats back, everyone. Everyone, get one now. So I can be out there with everybody out there. Is anybody going to be out there in the game tonight in the chat? Is anybody going to the game tonight? Because if so, you might just be on YouTube. Just saying. Just saying. Y'all smell that? Smells like victory tomorrow. A very edgy victory, but it's still a victory. We're going to win by 3 points. I'm feeling that. I'm saying it right now. The score, I ain't going to even tell you the score because it could be the highest scoring game ever or the worst game we've all seen and nobody puts up anything. But we got butt kicker and he's going to kick that 3 points that wins the game. Anybody have any ideas of what the score could be? I want them to win, but deep down, I want them embarrassed. I want the rookies tested and beaten. Why? Because pissed off and petty Patrick is a different animal. And the rookie, I totally agree, Gooch. You're on the ball with that, my dude. 100%. I agree too. I want them to be embarrassed. I want them to feel broken. So when we see your ass again in the playoffs, you'll know better. But lo and behold, that I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, the way they've been calling calls on us lately, and I just don't. I mean, I really want to see that. I want to beat the hell out of them. I really do. I want to destroy and break them down, but our strategies lately have not been going through, or the execution, or whatever you want to call it. It just hasn't come through to where it's still that threat that it should be. But It is what it is, man. We can only hope the best and play the. We can only hope them playing the best that they can. Reed is very stubborn. Even if we're dominating the run game, he'll just take him out just to rest him, quote unquote, or it's too dangerous, quote unquote. But yeah, I am so ready for them to get their asses beat. Annihilation is but it's just a dream, Gooch. It's just a pipe dream. It's not going to be that simple. It's never that simple. It's never that easy. But it is what it is. I still think we're giving them the hands though, backhand, like devastating backhands. You know, and I feel, excuse me, and I feel like something else needs to be said. So please forgive me when I say this. Chris Jones, you need another dope game. You need another fire game. You've been proving me wrong time and time again. But I need to ask you something, my guy. I need you to get more sacks. Like, seriously, man. I need you to get more. Like, he's been doing a great job. And I've had my foot in my mouth since what? Week 4? But this will be the one. You'll get more credentials sacking Allen than any other quarterback this year. So, asking down the bottom of my heart, man, Chris Jones, I need more sacks. And I know what I said. Straight up. I need more defensive effort, like times 1,000. Because I don't think it's going to be their offense that wins the game. It's going to be our mistakes that win that game for them. I don't think they're a tight end offense at all. This Bills game got me flipping, y'all. Flip it. It's already bad enough that I'm trying to make 750 subs, and we so close, and we just need to get right over there. But then we have Allen. I'm damn near exhausted. I have to get up in the morning so I can get out there and do my due diligence and become Big Chief Sean and do the recording thing. And for everybody out there wondering where part 2 is, once again, I'm working on it right now. I know that sounds really effed up because I know a lot of people were expecting to see themselves on my channel, which you still will. But I am working on that stuff, and you have to understand that I do all that stuff myself. I have no assistance of any kind. I don't get moderators or anything like that because I can't afford them. I can't. So everything that I do, everything you've ever seen on this channel, from beginning to back, from my first video, 6 years ago, to this video right now, I've done everything myself. I've learned everything myself. It's not the greatest work, and I know I can do better, but in the road of me being the best I'm going to say it, probably the biggest Chiefs fan in the YouTube medium, besides a certain few, there's certain obvious few, and there's some I don't believe that are. Chat. I'm reeling over here because I'm trying to figure out what kind of defense. Do you think Spagnuolo is going to stand up to this? I just don't, man. It's his zone. He don't know when to zone. He don't know when to blitz. And when he blitz, he overloads. I just don't want those little clerical error mistakes when we're playing them. Because playing the Bills, is going to be a tricky. God, did you watch Like I said earlier, do you watch the sports medium and everybody wants us to fail? I'm dead serious, everyone. Everyone wants the Chiefs to fail. And I don't get why. Have we become the new Patriots where it's actually cooler to hate on us to lose than support us to win? Because that's crazy. You giving this game to Allen, he ain't done nothing. He won a few good games too, but it's so frustrating, Chad. Y'all know that as well as I. Y'all know it. That's why they probably, I don't know. Did this game started? Was this a 12 o'clock game? Did they push this back to 3:30? Does anybody know? Does anybody know? I don't know. Was it already originally a 3:30 game and we just doing it now? Or is there something like somebody gotta let me know? You gotta let me know. Because I think they did this obviously so more people will watch, but having it in an Arrowhead Stadium is going to be really hard for me because I'm gonna want to be ready for the game, sit back and chill, but I can't because all of you wonderful people are going to be out there tailgating your asses off, and it's time for me to do my thing. And what is to see all you beautiful people and smell all those beautiful smells. Show Bills fans how it's done. Matter of fact, since I got y'all out here, I want to tell y'all a little weird little story. I know it's technically an off subject, but I would like to know somebody's opinion who lives out in the California area, if there's anybody out here. Or if not, leave a comment down below and to answer this question. Okay. So I'm talking to this Raiders fan, and he's talking about how the history of the building or blah blah blah. And hold on. Hey, hurt myself. But what was I rambling about? I'm sorry. I'm just off subject tonight because this game is just a big, intense game, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it that this game is going to be so much. I hate it that this is going to be a back and forth battle. Hopefully, if our offensive line doesn't falter like they did last week, and let's just be honest with each other. Keys in the house. What's up? But let's be honest with this question, y'all. Can we be honest for a second? And Chris Jones just sucks? Chris Jones just sucks? It's all that OBJ is just not it. He's not it. Watching all 22 Raiders games, teaching a couple of my kids. Oh, dude, that's so cool. To always teach your kids something about football, knowing that you don't know if they're going to get into it or not. That just says how cool of a dad you are. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. But right now, everybody in the chat wants everybody's opinion. Does our offensive line have a chance? I mean, does it? I'm reeling over this game is going to be so tough. This game, I just don't like. I want us to dominate another game. Okay, it'd be nice to be that team that we put the foot on the throat and everybody respects us. But we know that's not going to happen. It's going to be a 2-point game, 2.5-point game. I don't even know where the half came from. Somebody found a quarter on the floor and was just like, well, that counts on our behalf. And winner. Because the offensive line of ours, it was cool. But then the Alex, No. No. No, chat. No. Uh I don't want nobody to get hurt, but I know there's a few players I don't want showing up. Is anybody going out there tailgating this weekend? Let's see. When you homeschool, you can control the subjects. Facts. Facts. That's facts. I think our offensive line has a chance. I don't know, man. I'm not as confident. Who is that replacing first of all, OBJ is a bust, and I'll say that to the rooftops. I'll say that to the rooftops. OBJ's a bust. And he is too. I like Lloyd and Dumb and Dumber. And then Wiley's always been terrible. Wiley's always not been good. And I know you were playing some pretty elite defenses or whatever, but still that shouldn't have stopped you from actually blocking a little bit. That dude whooped your ass like overhead instead child the whole game. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right that our offensive line will hold up. Because if it don't, we in trouble. OBJ's already trashed, and I can see Von Miller smacking him upside the head, telling him to move over to the side and thank you for your afternoon. I really hope you're right, man. Because last week, we all know that we got to look. I won't say it's because our offensive line was bad. I'm just saying that it did get exposed that we're missing some key pieces. And hopefully this week, being more of a sync of a team, it won't hurt us to be a little off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still a lot of new pieces on the offensive line, and I'm trying to do the best I can here. I am, y'all, because I just hate the fact that they people say that they built teams to beat the Chiefs, but then you won't beat nobody else. So, ugh. Anybody going out there tailgating until I can see you? Hope so. Hope so. Hey, I led the don't sign LBJ fat extension to bro. You know, yeah, that's facts. That's facts, Keys. They told us he was playing tennis to get better. No, that motherfucker tried to play backgammon and he sucks. What they didn't tell us is that he was playing tennis on a gaming system. Yeah, he likes that Tiger Woods 2023, that PGA Tour 2023. The facts. I didn't want to sign OBJ. Y'all know I didn't want OBJ getting signed either. I did a whole video about that. It's one of my highest rated videos of the season so far because that dude's not worth the fuck. He's not, man. He's just not it. I mean, that dude gets beat up all the time. All the time. It's just, and then him and Wiley, he's never been great. That's why he's never been a starter. But we have been exposed on our offensive line. If those two don't get their shit together this game, I don't see us coming out with even a sneaky win because all they're going to do is just blitz the shit out of us with Von Miller or have him play up on against Travis and then they just give us nothing. So, well, I appreciate everybody coming out here to the chat, man. I'm going to end this early because I know it's getting late. I need to get some sleep. I need to get up in the morning so I can get my recordings done and be able to get the rest of these videos out. Remember, everybody, thank you so much. I love all of you guys. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'm going to keep doing these Saturday chats. Spread the word. I'm going to be more socially media available starting Monday because, my home affairs are getting better. So now my recording affairs will start getting better. And that means, more videos, more streams, more chats. Obviously, there are certain back talk bros I might have even need next week for the chat. You know what I'm saying? We'll see about that. We will see. We will see. But as you see right now, I'm just going to call this one a night. And remember, if you like this content and contents like this, just please drop a like. Hit the sub button. Trying to get to 750. Trying to get to 1,000. Because that way, somebody gets a jersey. Somebody gets a playoff ticket for a home game. That's all I'm saying, y'all. This is your boy, Big Chief Sean, saying, enjoy the game tomorrow. If I see you up there, say something to me. Most props and love to all of y'all, especially the Back Talk Bros. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a good Saturday night, all right? Peace.